Hello, everyone. This is horror author James Hershey Jr. from the Staring to the Abyss radio show. And in today's video, I want to share with you this kind of cool article I found. It's from the independent.co.uk, so it's out of England. And the headline here is Researchers Discover Seaweed That Tastes Like Bacon and is twice as healthy as kale. And I don't know if this picture here is of the seaweed or if this is actual bacon. It's kind of neat that you can't really tell because it looks like bacon, but it might be the seaweed. It is from Barbara Tash, and it was published Sunday, December 4th, 2016. Researchers at Oregon State have patented a new strain of seaweed that tastes like bacon when it's cooked. The seaweed, a form of red marine algae, looks like translucent red lettuce. It also has twice the nutritional value of kale and grows very quickly. Did we mention it tastes like bacon? According to Oregon State researcher Chris Langdon, his team started growing the new strain while trying to find a good food source for edible sea snails, or abalone, a very popular food in many parts of Asia. The strain is a new type of red algae that normally grows along the Pacific and Atlantic coastlines. But Langdon realized he had his hands on something with a lot more potential when his colleague Chuck Toombs visited his office and caught a glimpse of the growing seaweed. Toombs said he thought the bacon seaweed had potential for a new industry for Oregon, he told Oregon State in a press release. Toombs then began working with the university's Food Innovation Center, which created a range of foods with seaweed as its main ingredient. Langdon said no U.S. companies grow red algae for people to eat, but the seaweed has been consumed by people in northern Europe for centuries. This stuff is pretty amazing, Langdon told OSU. When you fry it, which I have done, it tastes like bacon, not seaweed, and it's a pretty strong bacon flavor. Though no analysis has been done yet to find out whether commercializing the bacon seaweed would be practical, the team thinks the vegan and vegetarian markets may be interested. Toombs MBA students are hard at work on a marketing plan for a new line of specialty foods. Some red algae is sold in the U.S. now, but it is a different strain from the one harvested at OSU. Langdon says he is growing about 20 to 30 pounds of the stuff a week, but he plans to more than triple the production. And that is the end of the article. A few thoughts on this. One, I think anytime we can bring new food to the market, it's a plus. With the amount of people we have on the planet, you got to feed them. And I know that here in America, we produce a surplus of food and we sell food all across the world. And a lot of times, a lot of our crops sit rotting in silos because of either politics or because they simply don't sell. So we have an abundance. We absolutely do. But there are a lot of places in the world where that abundance does not exist. And I think that anytime you can have more food for people to consume, that's a good thing. Also, as a vegetarian myself, sign me up. I'm interested. I want to check this stuff out. I've had seaweed before, and it can be very good, and it can be not so good. It depends on the seaweed, and it depends on how it's prepared. But one thing I miss is the taste of bacon. Bacon is really good. See, I wasn't always a vegetarian. I was a meat eater most of my life. There was stretches of my life where if I didn't go hunting, I didn't eat because I was so poor. And so I've eaten meat a lot in my life, a lot of meat. But as I've gotten older, I just find that it doesn't work for my body anymore. I don't feel as good when I'm eating meat as I do when I'm eating just a vegetarian diet. So for the last year or two, I have been attempting, let's put it that way, attempting to be a vegetarian / vegan, whatever you want to call it. Basically, I don't eat any meat. I will still have cheese. I try not to have too much milk and stuff like that, but I will have cheese and I will have eggs on occasion. So I guess that falls under vegetarian. I'm not really good with all the lingo. But for me, it absolutely works. Health-wise, it is a very positive diet for me. I feel a lot better when I'm eating this way. Now, I have not been strict to that vegetarian diet for the full 2 years. What happens is I get all gung-ho to do it. I'm all fired up and I want to feel better. And so I embark on this vegetarian lifestyle, and it lasts for about a month or two, and I do very, very well for a month or two, and I feel amazing. I feel so much younger, I feel stronger, I have more energy, I just feel amazing. And then I make a mistake like eating a cheesesteak or something like that, and then I'm right back off the wagon and I just go nuts and eat nothing but meat for a while. And then I get back to it when I start feeling really bad again. This latest round I've been on has lasted for quite a while, and I think that I might have finally gotten over that hurdle and been able to do this for the rest of my life. At least I hope so, because I do feel so much better. Now, if you eat meat, God bless you. I don't mind you eating meat at all. I'm not one of those vegetarians that's all militant and like meat is murder and oh the poor animals and all that stuff. I don't really care about any of that. I don't really agree with the factory farm thing. I've seen some videos from factory farms where it's pretty horrifying, and that's kind of messed up. But I'm not going to down anybody for eating meat, man. You got to eat, so enjoy whatever it is that you choose to put in your mouth. The reason I did it was not for political reasons. It was not for moral reasons. The reason I did it is because I simply feel much better when I eat that way. When I eat vegetables and fruits and stuff instead of eating the meat. That's just my personal body, my personal choice of how I feel. And so I did it for health reasons, and for me it works. The reason I said all that is I want you to understand I'm not trying to down anybody if you eat meat. I don't really care. But I think this is a cool idea. Anytime you have any kind of vegetarian dish that mimics or replaces a meat product, I'm all for that. Because being a former meat eater myself, I miss burgers. I miss bacon. I miss those kind of things. I miss steak. So for me, it's really nice. Like I get these black bean burgers, which are a vegetarian burger. It's like a spicy Tex-Mex kind of tasting burger, and they are simply amazing. And they scratch that itch for me for a burger when I want one. So if there's a bacon substitute that actually tastes like bacon and is good for you, hey man, I'm 100% on board. Let me know down in the comments what you guys think. Is this something that you would try, even if you're not a vegetarian, even if you are a proud meat eater and you love shoving steak in your mouth? Would you try this red seaweed if that tastes like bacon supposedly? Just give it a go. Let me know down in the comments what you guys think. And as always, thank you so much for listening. I appreciate you. And until I speak to you again, love many, trust few, and do harm to none. God loves you, and so do I. Bye-bye.